Hello everyone. We are so excited to have you with us tonight, celebrating our 30th anniversary. Not exactly how
We've been married for 30 years? No way.
It's actually 44. Not exactly what we expected for a 30th anniversary celebration, but we're just so grateful to have you here with us tonight. And to start off the evening, we're going to take you back a little bit in time.
I didn't know that, but let's do it.
Yes, you did. You made the video.
Oh, okay.
Here goes.
Back in 1990, I found myself in a small cafe in South Seattle. I heard the door open and I turned and saw what looked like two homeless men walking in. They sat just a few feet away. We had a brief conversation. One of the men walked away to use the payphone, leaving his companion alone. I introduced myself and asked him for his name, and he didn't reply. I looked again and I could tell that he was blind. A minute or so later, he started shaking and fell to the floor. I called for his partner, and he hurried back and got down on his knees, did his best to comfort him. Soon, when all was calm, the older man looked up at me and said, "Please, don't feel sorry for us. This is my son. He's been like this since he was a small child." And he said, "I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've been in 2 wars and done so many things that I can't explain or forget. My son, he's lived a life free of sin. His soul's in heaven, and someday he's going to take me up there with him." After a few minutes, they both got up and wandered out the door, leaving me with a feeling of love and empathy more than I'd ever felt before. I realized how very blessed I was, and I desperately wanted to do something different with my life. Those 2 men planted a seed within my heart and soul that has become, to me, a mighty tree. They changed the direction of my life, as well as so very many other lives since. Today I find great joy as I witness a wonderful change in so many lives, young and old. Volunteers as well as mothers and children at the House of Hope, and the many homeless men and women we've been able to reunite with their families. The journey that began in that small cafe in South Seattle has grown into so much more than I could have ever hoped for. Because of the support of so many wonderful families, Mama's Hands has reached out to thousands of deserving souls and will continue to serve and save many thousands more. I truly do love the women and children that we are blessed to serve, more so than I could have ever imagined, as if they were my own. Mama's Hands is so blessed to have you at our side. Thank you so very much.
Oh, that is a beautiful picture of Leslie and Denny. Of course, that's Newcastle Golf Course. That's normally where we all are. Then Denny rides the Harley Davidson in there and gasses out the first front row of everybody at Newcastle. And by the way, we want to make sure that everybody knows that that Harley is not in live, but we got lots of great live auction items available for us. We're going to talk about that. And by the way, I just want to let you know, if you already are bidding, and a lot of you have been bidding since the 14th of October, thanks a lot. Make sure you're keeping an eye on your screen right now. Plus, you're also watching the bids that are coming in right now. We're going to keep the silent auction open until 10 o'clock tonight. And I want to talk about one particular item. You have an opportunity. Make sure to take a look at it. If you want to go to the Himalayas and you like to be able to go to the 5-star resort Bhutan. This is a place that was just now opened back in the 70s. It is not often a place where people travel, but it's in the silence. So just take a look at that one that's in there. But let's get started with the evening. My name is John Curley. I'm so glad to be here. I wish we were all live. Wouldn't it be so much fun? We were all back at Newcastle, but still the giving continues to be part of this evening, because with COVID-19 and everything, that doesn't stop Mama's Hands, because the mission that Denny was on back in 1994, God moved his heart and continues to move his heart every single day. This goes to show you the power of God, because if God can keep up with Denny and what Denny's doing, he can certainly make sure that lives are moved every single moment. And that's what we're going to do this evening. Again, thanks to everybody being with us. And since we're doing this in the virtual world, the nice thing is you can text a friend, you can email a friend, you can call a friend and say, hey, do me a favor. I'm never going to ask you for a ride to the airport. I'll never ask you to help me move. I'll never ask you for any favor at all. I just want you to give 20 minutes of your time and attention right now to the screen and be able to give to Mama's Hands. So that's the sort of the sales pitch you could give your friends right now. I want to talk to you about a man who has been a big part of our event. We'll get to him in just a little bit, but we can't do this event without the sponsors, and every single year we appreciate the sponsors that are a big part of the evening. Let's take a look at some of them right now, and we thank them for being here. Of course, thank you. Oh, Ali B, sure, we'll hear from her in just a little bit. Ali B Photography, thank you very much for your help. Guild Mortgage, that's right. Guild Mortgage, and very, very busy time with mortgage rates historically low. Thank you, Guild Mortgage, for being part of our evening. Sammamish Orthodontics, that's a place to certainly get yourself a beautiful smile. Thanks so much to Sammamish Orthodontics for your help as well. And Retirement Solutions. And it's appropriate that we end with Retirement Solutions, because Jim is going to tell us a little bit about a trip that he took in a car with his father when he was a teenager that changed his life forever.
Hello, my name is Jim Black. I've been a supporter of Mama's Hands since way before I actually ever met Leslie and Denny. I had heard about an organization that was dedicated to helping mothers and children escape from domestic abuse. I'm not sure how long I was to speak today, but I feel strongly that I want to share a story with you. I'm reminded of an experience I had as a teenager. I had gone with my dad to visit a woman who had 2 children who had moved in close to our home. We turned off the main road to the one that was just dirt. We swerved to dodge as many large potholes as we could, but we couldn't avoid them all. And the ones we hit bounced my head off the ceiling of the van. When my dad finally stopped in front of what appeared to be a shack in what I would describe as the final stages of decay, I couldn't believe somebody actually lived in such a place. I mean, we were poor farmers, but even to me, this place seemed unlivable. As we got to the door, my father knocked, but nobody came. We heard noises behind the door and knew that someone was there. So we knocked again. I saw a shadow at the window, and a small woman came to the door with 2 small children peeking around her legs. She was ecstatic to see what we had brought, and it was not much, a couple of bags of groceries. I carried them to the kitchen and saw the inside of the house, which was actually much worse than the outside of the house. I could also see that this mother and her 2 children had been crying. You could see the trails of tears down their cheeks. And one of the girls had a large black eye. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know how to process what I was seeing, but I definitely knew something was wrong. On the way home, I asked my dad, I said, what's going on? He explained to me that this woman and her children were trying to get away from an abusive father, a man who was normally kind, but when he came home drunk, no one was off limits. They only stayed there a short time, and I never actually saw him again. But to this day, I remember the fear in their eyes. No one should have to live like that. God bless you, Leslie and Denny, for the work you're doing. You are changing the world. What is money if we can't use it to improve the lives of those all around us? And remember, but for the grace of God, there I go also. I'm supporting Mama's Hands and Denny's and doing the work that needs to be done. If I had all the money in the world, I would trust it to them. Help me help them do all the good that they can.
Thanks, Jim Black. Beautiful story. Thanks for sharing that with us. It is amazing when you do go down the Cinderella Road there and you go into House of Hope, even if it was a very, very long time ago, it's an experience that you never, ever forget. And if you get a chance to meet Denny and Leslie, it's an experience that you never, ever forget. The fact that King County Council member Kathy Lambert, who is so busy all the time, has met thousands and thousands of people. She does great work for King County. She remembers the moment that she went and learned about Mama's Hands for the first time.
Hi, my name's Kathy Lambert, and I'd like to welcome you to the House of Hope dinner. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the House of Hope. I met the founders, Denny and Leslie Hancock, about 20 years ago. They brought me out to this beautiful home in a magical and peaceful setting. I got a tour of the house, and I got to go around and see the children playing outside with their smiles, and got to talk to the women who were also very happy to be doing the things they were doing, to be getting their lives back on track. You could see from the very beginning that there was a passion for helping people from the very first meeting. Let me tell you about Denny. He is a kid magnet, so you will find him surrounded by kids most of the time. He's also a jack of all trades, so you might find him out on the tractor. You might find him with a hammer, fixing whatever needs to be done. But Denny is also a great role model of how to love other human beings. The House of Hope serves an average of between 15 and 20 families annually, or between 80 and 100 women and children each year. Over 20% of the homeless in our community are families with children. About a quarter of the families that have been served this year resided already within the boundaries of the Snoqualmie Valley. Mama's Hands partners with about 60 different housing, social services, and human service providers throughout King County. The county has donated vans to them for over the years so they can transport women and children to the appointments that they need to go to. And they too get to drive down Cinderella Boulevard. This is a safe place for changing and growing, learning, questioning past behaviors and patterns, and learning skills to have a better life in the future. The women learn to believe in themselves because they were believed in here, and they caught the value of their own life, and the blessing of hope begins for many at the House of Hope. Thank you for being here.
The blessing certainly began for a young woman who unfortunately was spending some nights, many nights, in her car with her mother and her 3-year-old sister until she got an opportunity to be on Cinderella Boulevard.
My family was homeless. It was my mom, my 3-year-old sister, and myself. And we ended up homeless after many years of domestic violence. And my mom was an addict. She was addicted to methamphetamines. And so just the combination of those two things left our family without a home. Those were some of the hardest years for us. We lived in my mom's car. You know, it was very cold, sometimes, you know, in the winter. It was scary not knowing if we were safe or if, you know, if we were parked in a safe location to be sleeping that night. There was just a lot of dysfunction and a lot of unknowns. After about a year of that, we found the House of Hope. We were, you know, together as a family. We had this amazing community around us. We were kept warm and safe and loved. And it really just made all of the difference for our family. I'm happy to say that I'm now a thriving adult. And I ask that you donate to the House of Hope during the auction and continue to support them throughout the year. I know that the work they do is changing lives for families and children and women, and it's just great work that they do. Thank you so much.
There's Allie B from Allie B Photography. Thank you, Allie, for sharing your story with us. Okay, you ready, everybody? I know you've been bidding since the 14th of October, but this is where it gets serious. And those of you that want to come in and be able to bid right now, get ready. We're going to do this. We're going to show you lot 1, lot 2. We'll bring them both up on the screen. We'll give you 2 minutes, and then bang, we close that one down. Then we're going to bring up 3 and 4. 2 minutes, same thing. Close that one down. Then we're going to 5 and 6, same thing. You see what we're going to do here, right? Okay, now, don't forget, silent auction open, still stay open until 10 o'clock, but let's get started right now. We're going to give you lot 1. Let's take a look at lot 1. Here comes lot 1, up on the screen. This is Christmas. If you've ever looked at those Christmas cards, or you've gone to Country Living magazine, you say, why can't my house look like that? Well, now it can. That's right, a Currier and Ives experience for you. Customized outdoor lighting, everything included that you want inside. It's going to be beautifully decorated, and then of course the kids look cute at Christmas time, so make sure you get a beautiful portrait for them. And by the way, Santa Claus will show up, and you know Santa Claus is going to be the best Santa Claus ever because he's going to be a lot like Denny. So Santa Claus shows up, and your Christmas lights and the outside of the lights, you're not out there on a ladder like, I think the bulb's burned out. It is customized for you, and this will be the most special, most beautiful Christmas you've ever experienced. That is lot 1. Okay, that's lot 1. Let's take a look at lot 2. Here comes lot 2. Lot 2 is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to go to Chelan, where it's sunny, I think, like 400 days a year. They actually add extra sunny days because they got so much extra sun there. This is a beautiful home, and you'll have a fabulous time there. It's Wapato Point. You're right there in Chelan. Now, Chelan has got great wineries, and of course, it's got great golf. And this is a huge home. You're going to be able to spend 5 nights there. It's a 4-bedroom, 3 large bathrooms, has a beautiful porch, great for entertaining. Take great care of the home. You're right on the water. That is Wapato Point. 5 days for you at Wapato Lake Chelan. By the way, if you're planning on going to Lake Chelan around Christmas time, they've got really cool sort of ice festivals that go on, so all year round. But of course, if you'd like to go there for the golf, you do golf, you can go to the winery and just have fun relaxing with the kids. Temperature's like 85 degrees. You're at Wapato Point there. Then head over to Campbell's Resort, get yourself a cheeseburger and a beer and hang out and watch everybody in the water. Oh my gosh, life is so great in Chelan. That is lot 2. So they're both up on the screen right now. 2 minutes is on the clock, and here come the bids. Again, for those of you that have been bidding since the 14th of October, good for you. You've been at it and you're working away at the keyboard, so don't let this one get away from you. Top bids right now on lot 1, $1,250. This is Christmas. This is a beautiful Christmas experience for you. All the lights are taken care of from the outside. You're decorated on the inside. And then, of course, a portrait is done for the family. Isn't that lovely? Santa Claus shows up. There's going to be cookies, everything. You know what? This would be a great gift for somebody. If you don't want to buy it for yourself, you could buy it for somebody else and do a surprise. Have them leave for a little while. Do it for mom or dad. Do it for somebody that's had a difficult year. Wouldn't that be a great idea? They leave. They go away for like 8 hours or 6 hours or something. They come back and the lights are on, and it's like something from a movie, like one of those Hallmark movie things where the people sort of should have fallen in love 5 minutes ago, and then it keeps going, and then it keeps snowing, and even though the snow never evaporates, you know how that goes. Okay, that is lot 1. Lot 2, back to Wapato Point. Beautiful home just waiting for you. Take a look at this one again. Wapato Point, it's going to give you 5 days, and this is a beautiful home, and you're going to be able to pack them in there. I think it sleeps like 10 people because it's 4 bedrooms and there's big bathrooms as well, and it's right on the water. You will love Wapato Point. So we've got 1 is Christmas, 2 is summer. You can't go wrong by both of them. So let's take a look. Top bids coming in on lot 2. Lot 2, top bids on lot 2. Well, we are at $1,950. Don't lose this one. My goodness gracious, if you've been bidding on this one for a while now, who's in there with that? Steve and Patty Smith, good for you guys. Thanks. By the way, Steve and Patty Smith, thank you for helping every single year. Thank you for donating every year. Thanks for being part of Mama's Hands. 13 seconds left. Here we go. We're closing this one down. Again, my idea, I think, is pretty good of getting that Christmas one and donating it to somebody. That'd be fun. Or do it for yourself. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold on that. So, okay, we've taken care of lot 1. We've taken care of lot 2. Those of you doing bidding, thank you very much. If you missed out on that one, of course, we've got some more coming up. But the beautiful part is you're able to give. And again, if you really wanted the Christmas one, or if you really wanted to go to Wapato Point and you missed out on those, hold on to that money. Keep it right here because you're going to be able to give during the fund need. So hold on to that cash. Okay, so that's lot 1. That's lot 2, and we're going to tell you exactly who the winners are on lot 1 and lot 2. We'll have them for you now. Here we go. Lot 1, the winner for lot 1 is lot 1. Lot 1, we'll move on. Here we go. Let's go 3 and 4. Let's take a look at lot 3 and 4. Here comes lot 3 and 4. This is lot 3. This is your Whistler Getaway. This is an absolutely gorgeous condo that is just waiting for you. You go summer, you could go winter. You know, more people play golf than ski. You go to Whistler with the family and have some fun. You're right there. And this is an opportunity for you to be able to get away to Whistler to a gorgeous condo. Look how big this is. It's got a really cool kitchen. If you want to do some entertaining there, you're just steps from the village. This is a magical spot any time of year. And of course, to be able to go to Whistler and to do some skiing is fabulous. By the way, speaking from personal experience, we took the kids there when they were little, and they have the best ski program for kids. I'm telling you right now, Whistler and the kids take the family to Whistler. This is a great trip not to be missed, and this is a great one for you. Okay, that is lot 3. Here comes lot 4. Lot 4 is up on the block as well. Maybe you don't want to do winter. Maybe you want to be able to get away for a vacation home. This is a 1-week stay. 1 week stay. Look at this place. This is a 5-star Palm Springs resort, and this is just waiting for you at 3,000 square feet. A beautiful pool overlooking the mountains. Take everybody there. Look how big this place is. It's 4 bedrooms, it's 4 baths. There is enough room for about 12 people, or you could just take 4 people and have a ball. You're right there in Palm Springs where the weather is always nice. This is a great getaway for you. So we have got Whistler and we've got Palm Springs. We can do winter if you'd like, or you can go to Whistler during the summer and play golf and have fun there, or you can go to Palm Springs and it's always going to be gorgeous in Palm Springs. Okay, ready? 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Bids are coming in. Those of you that have been bidding since the 14th, don't miss out on this because this is your opportunity to get both of these. You could buy both. Why not that? You could get both winter and summer. It feels like summer in Palm Springs. It's 86 degrees there right now. And as it gets chilly right now, you start to think to yourself, I'd love to get away. Just see it today in the paper. Apparently we're going to have is it an El Nino or La Nino? It's La Nina, one of them. Anyway, the baby's going to bring cold and wet. That's the way it's going to be for us for this winter. So I'm telling you right now, it's going to be yours. La Quinta, that's a 3,000 square foot, 5-star resort. This is your beautiful home just waiting for you, like 10 people in this absolutely gorgeous home. Or, you know what? Ski, get away from it all and head on up to Canada and your opportunity to be part of Whistler and Whistler Experience. Whistler is so beautiful all throughout the year. But I'm telling you, just before Christmas, I went up there 2 years ago and it is unbelievably peaceful. It hasn't gotten crazy yet. Right around Christmas time, it gets really, really busy. But right now would be a great time for you to be able to bid on that one. So here we go. Lot 3, top bid coming in on lot 3 is $2,190. At $2,190, that's going to be Whistler. I believe that's for 5 days. That's pretty good. And when it comes to lot 4, top bid on lot 4 is $3,950. Oh, you want to get that one, don't you? Want to get away and get that one. Jim Black. Hey, Jim, good for you. There you go. By the way, Jim, thanks very much for sharing that story, and thanks so much for being a sponsor. We appreciate that. Let's see. Lot 3, lot 4 with 21 seconds to go. Don't miss out on these. These are vacations that are not only good for you, but they're great for Mama's Hands. We want to thank everybody who helped procure these items with 13 seconds left. Take a look. Top bids. Oh, just got beaten out on this one. This is lot 4 at $4,400 with 5 seconds left to go. Top bid on this one. Don't miss out. And let's go back to lot 3. Lot 3 is at $2,480. Time is up. You've sold out on those. That's lot 3. Lot 4, that is your chance to go to Whistler or your chance to go to Palm Springs. Again, Mama's Hands and everybody associated with Mama's Hands thanks every single person that helped procure those items for us. So we've taken care of lot 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's move on. Here we go. Let's take a look at lot 5 and lot 6. Are you ready? Lot 5. This is an 85-foot yacht, and this is gorgeous. Thanks to Beacon Plumbing for this. I think we're going to see a picture of Denny eating a cheeseburger on the back of this beautiful yacht. Probably dropping ketchup and mustard all over the back, and the nice people at Beacon Plumbing are like, that's okay, we'll spray it down later. It is an 85-foot yacht just waiting for you and your family. There's Denny with the cheeseburger. Oh my God, I love you, Denny. And look at this gorgeous, gorgeous yacht just waiting for you. 85 feet. Captain Dan's going to take great care of you. This is a 4-hour cruise. A 4-hour cruise. You don't need to bag a big steamer trunk the way Thurston Howell did and Lovey did. You don't have to worry about that. This is an opportunity for 30 people on board an 85-foot yacht. That is going to be your lot. That is Lot 5. Lot 5. Denny will not be in the back of it eating a cheeseburger. Here comes Lot 6. This is Lot 6. A very special item for you. I want you to take a look at this. There's two trips in here. There's 2 trips, okay? We'll walk you through both of these, but let's take a look. This is both included in Lot 6, and this is extraordinary, extraordinary. Let's get
As soon as you come here inside of the jungle, you can feel the difference. You can feel the energy. It's like you're coming inside of another world. I think that we have the best guides here at the hotel.
Pretty knowledgeable, good sense of humour, and they see things that you'll never see and point them out to you.
Being a guide here for me has been a beautiful adventure. I really love La Selva Lodge because of the people that is working here, but the location for me is just something inspirational that I see every morning.
When we came to La Selva, they had arranged for us a number of expeditions of all different varieties.
So hiking through the forests, river trips, just out there trying to see whatever animals come along.
And also for birding, we have this observatory and observation tower where we take our spotting scope to see as much as we can.
I really enjoyed watching the ants marching.
All the species of monkeys we saw, there's just so many.
And then we also go and visit a local family or a local village. There you can see the way of life of these people. They are Quichuas. Thanks to them, we have still this forest alive, basically. So it's a learning experience.
It's luxury in the jungle, and then you get to experience all the animals and plants. And
It's the real jungle done comfortably.
Remember that the Amazon rainforest is the largest rainforest of the planet. So I would say it's worth it to see it, to live it, to feel it.
This is one of the easiest and most fantastic places to immerse yourself in the rainforest.
Oh, you caught me. I'm sorry. I'm bidding on that. Okay, that's Ecuador. Am I allowed to bid? That's Ecuador. So this is the jungle done right. Can you imagine this experience? Again, it is 5 nights, and it is if you've always thought about it, I want to go to the Amazon and I want to experience flying monkeys and all the rest, but I want to make sure that I'm comfortable. You don't want that kind of experience and like, oh my gosh, am I going to get some sort of thing? No, don't worry. You are in a 5-star resort. This is Ecuador. Okay, that's the first part, right? Second part of it. Here comes the second part. This is the Galapagos Islands. And you're like, oh, I think I learned about that in biology class or something. Didn't Charles Darwin have something to do with that? That's the second part of the trip. That is the second part. Take a look at this. So this is part 2. So we've got Ecuador with Amazon, right? And then, of course, we have the Galapagos Islands. This is the second part of your trip. I cannot imagine how many people are going to want to hear about the Galapagos habitat where you were. The experience of being part of nature and history and science, and then having an opportunity to have the most amazing food in the world, the freshest food in the world, you're not going to want to leave. Look at these guys, these seals, they have been there now for like 3 weeks and they haven't left yet. I don't think they've got a credit card with them, but take a look. You do not need me to try to sell you on this, because this is your opportunity. Again, think about this. You could do you'll do the Amazon, right? Ecuador, and then to the Galapagos Islands. Absolutely out of this world experience for you. You've never ever had anything like this. Treat yourself. There is nature all around you. You are part of it, but you are in no way disturbing it, because the experience that they have set up for you, every single one of the excursions, you're as close to it as possible without disturbing. So see the sea turtle having a wonderful time, and then the seals will be back over there on the chairs, and see, she's not bothering the seals. She knows, and they don't even have towels down. So that's how clean they are. They're constantly cleaning themselves, those seals. Okay, that is Lot 5 and Lot 6. Thanks so much to Beacon Plumbing. Thank you very much for that great, big, beautiful 85-foot yacht with Danny on the back eating a cheeseburger. 2 minutes are on the clock, and this is great. So think about both of these. If you just want to stay local, that's fine. We'll do the great big yacht for you, the big 85-foot yacht, 30 people on board having a great time. Take a look at that. What's that for? Is that for a retirement party? Is that going to be a graduation party? Something special happening for somebody's life? How about this? Why not? Could we do a sort of a chance for a husband and wife, and then have some friends? Maybe we do a like kind of a pre-wedding kind of party or something like that going on that yacht. Beacon Plumbing. And then, of course, our second trip, which is just out of this world, literally out of the world, in that you're going to the Amazon, you're going to Ecuador, then you're also going to the Galapagos Islands. Man, are you going to have something to brag about. Your Facebook page, your Instagram is going to blow up when people see both of those trips combined for you. 3 nights. Again, check out the additional details that are on there for you, but this is an opportunity for you to be part of nature, part of history as well. With 2 minutes on the clock, we're down to just 55 seconds. I should reach down there, get my phone again, and keep bidding. So top bids coming in on Lot 6. On Lot 6, top bid right now is a ridiculously low $3,250. If you get that, who's in there on that? Christy Smith. Are you going to Ecuador? Miss Smith, are you going to Ecuador? You're going to be going to Ecuador for 3 days and then to the Galapagos Islands for 3 days. You will possibly get this for $3,250. It looks like Matt, you should get back in again, and Christina, get back in there again. Don't let this get away. Can you imagine this experience? So here's what happens. You benefit as a human being because you've gone to a place you've always wanted to go to, and Mama's Hands benefits from your generosity. So your experience is something you take with you always, all your memories. And Mama's Hand takes that money from you and changes lives. So everybody benefits with 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on those lots. That is Lot 5 and Lot 6. Top bid on Lot 5, and that was the great big 85-foot yacht. Thanks so much to Beacon Plumbing. $2,500, and that one went out to Jim Black. Jim Black, congratulations to you, as if you're not doing enough already. Now you got that great big, beautiful 85-foot yacht. And when it comes to Lot 6, taking away on Lot 6 with a bid of $3,750, it looks like Christina jumps back in again. I hope I didn't shame you, Christina, but you've got that one, and you're going away. In fact, anybody that's watching right now, why don't you text Christina and say, can I go with you to Ecuador? Something that would be kind of nice, or to the Galapagos Islands. So that's great. Thank you very much for helping us get those items available to us. So that was Lot 5 and Lot 6. Let's take a look at 7 and 8. Lots 7 and 8 available for us right now. You ready? Oh yeah, Bora Bora, Tahiti. I've been there with Evening Magazine back when that show used to be good. And I can tell you, this is a tropical getaway that you have to have. This is Lot 7. Gorgeous.
What does it mean to be the world's best? To us, being the world's best means treating each and every one of our guests like family. It means serving you the most mouth-watering, decadent cuisine and cool island-inspired cocktails. It means captivating and engaging entertainment, authentic and meaningful culture, idyllic celebrations, and amazing service. Most importantly, it means putting a smile on every face we encounter. To us, being the world's best means delivering you those moments. It means always remembering your name. And by the way, all of this comes with an epic view. Is this what the world's best means to you? Let us help you make French Polynesia part of your story.
Traveled there, I can tell you personally, the accommodations are amazing, and even more amazing are how kind the people are. Really, the smiles that you saw in that video, that is just typical. They are so happy to have you, and they're so hospitable, and the food is like nothing you've ever had before. And you think the fish is fresh here in the Northwest. It is just out of this world, and the smell. Those of you that like to go to Hawaii and want to be able to experience Hawaii and the smells in Hawaii when you go someplace in Maui, I'm telling you, the whole place, the fragrance of Bora Bora and Tahiti and Moorea is just, it's all around you, everywhere you turn. It's like you're just standing in the middle of a beautiful, beautiful forest, and the flora is just amazing. Okay, wow, sorry, but that's lot 7. For a minute there, I was there. That's lot 7. Here's lot 8. Lot 8 is quite the collection of wine. I believe we've got 47 bottles, and we're going to try to read them all to you as they go by. You ready? Let's see if I can do this. As an auctioneer, I should be able to read all of these at about 350 words per minute. Let's see. So let's take a look. 47 plus a Magnum is included in there. You ready? Look at what we have collected for you. All right, let's start to read them. That's way too fast. But I can tell you, Durham, look at that. There is a couple of $250 bottles of wine in there, right? Don't we have some really good ones? Mark Ryan, look at that. Nice, some Walla Wallas, some Long Shadows. So we have some $20 bottles, give those away to your clients. And then we have some $200 bottles, hide those when your family and friends come over, and save those on really wonderful days. Look at this, a 2016 Matthews. Congratulations, Matthews, by the way. Perfect 100 points. One of the best top 50 wines in the world coming out of Matthews Cellar. Congratulations to that wonderful family and their continued support for nonprofits throughout the Northwest. Okay, so here we go. 2 minutes are on the clock. You know, you've been through this before. You ready? You got 2 minutes, and we've got these items coming in. Bora Bora, Tahiti, Moorea. This is a chance for you to go away. I know that a bunch of celebrities like to go. Sometimes you'll see a few of them hanging out in Tahiti and Bora Bora. It is a gorgeous place to be. And then, of course, the wine. The great thing about the wine is, first of all, we've collected all these bottles for you. They've all been stored professionally for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And we will deliver them too. So 47 bottles to you, and then you can do all of your Christmas shopping, and then everybody knows, oh, I know what I'm getting for Christmas. I'm going to get a beautiful bottle of wine. 47 bottles, you can take care of it. So if you are in the real estate business, I don't know if anybody like something like that, you could get yourself all the wine, and then that's to all of your clients, that's to all of your friends. That is lot 8. Okay, so 7 for us. Lot 7, of course, is your chance to go to Bora Bora and Tahiti right now. That is up at $5,850. Top bid coming in there. Thank you, Leslie. We appreciate that. You want to get away with Denny and have some fun in the islands? There you go, at $5,850. Don't lose. Oh, look at Christina. Christina, she's bid already. Christina's going to Ecuador. She's going to the Galapagos. She's like, you know what? I'll go to Bora Bora. Christina's in, but don't lose this item because already you're being outbid. So get back in on that one. That is lot 7. How about on lot 8? How's everybody feeling about all that wine? Well, with $2,300 is the top bid. Matt's in. Congratulations, Matt. But it looks like John Hoffman is right behind you. Don't lose this. By the way, Tim Griffith, where'd you go? Tim Griffith got in early and then faded on this. Don't lose it to Matt. Matt at the top bid of $2,300 for the final seconds counting down. This is going to be on lot 7 and lot 8. So with Tahiti and Bora Bora with 5, 4, sneak in and get it, hit it one more time, 0, that's it. So lot 7, top bid coming in on lot 7 is $5,850. Christina, I don't think you got that one. $7,000 went up to $7,500 selling that one out. And how about all that wine? Did Matt end up taking that wine? Let's see what happened on 8 if Matt ends up with a wine. $2,475. Good job. Oh, John got it. John Hoffman. Good for you, John Hoffman. Way to sneak in there and get that one at the last minute. Well, that's fun. I mean, it's not as fun as a live auction where you can jump around and sweat, and Denny comes in with a Harley, and Eastside Harley Davidson's like, oh gosh, don't run a motorcycle in Newcastle golf course. I have to tell you that I have such a special place in my heart for Mama's Hands. And for a number of reasons. And I have to say, I learned early on that I can't stay in the room when the Fund the Need is going on, because the stories, it's like something from a movie. When you see where people were, then they go to Mama's Hands, and then you find out where they are now. The transitions in people's lives is like something that if you were reading it, you'd say, oh, this is fiction. There's no way someone can go from that to that. And I'm such a softie, I can't stay in the room. This video, if you're watching and you are, for the first time, you're a Mama's Hands person for the first time, or even if you've been helping since 1994, has got to let you know God hears prayers, even in a garage at the dark of night.
Growing up, most of my memories, I recall finding my mom and dad fighting in the living room. It was always in the living room. It could be 2, 3 in the morning, and my dad was beating up my mom. And it was most of the time because my dad was drunk. I know one time when I was like 5, I think he was punching her, he was on top of her, and I remember I opened the door and I just started crying. But one thing I know is that my mom always told me, your dad is your dad no matter what, and love him, he's your dad. My name is Maria Della Torre. I'm 27. We're at Mama's Hands shelter. My kids and I were here for about a year, almost a year. Previous to coming into Mama's Hands, I had lost my job, and so we became homeless, and I ended up in my sister's garage with my kids. I was married. It was a very unhealthy, toxic, abusive relationship, but I thought that I had to stay with my husband because I seen my mom be abused and my mom stuck around, and I thought that was okay. I thought that was a part of a marriage. But when I moved into my sister's garage, I was there for a whole year. Nothing changed. So while being there, I was in a pretty dark place. And I remember feeling so depressed, and a lot of the times I would go on my knees and beg God. And I would beg him, and I begged him, God, please take me away, put far if that's what needs to happen. I had to let go, and the only thing I could grab on was God. Then that helps me pull through. When we first came here to do the interview, I drove my sister's car over here, and the first thing I remember was the Cinderella Boulevard. And I remember driving up and looking, I'm like, this does not look like a shelter. And they came out, and they were so nice. They were so nice. And I just remember feeling like just welcomed and hope. It's perfect. It's a perfect name, the House of Hope, because that's exactly what I felt. So that was when I said, this is what I've been asking for. And I was like, God answered my prayers. Kimberly, who's the case manager and director of the program, she's very supportive. I have never met somebody so supportive and understanding, and somebody who wants to help you achieve and move forward. And Denny, every time Denny would come, Denny would just love us. I've never met somebody so sweet and kind, and we healed a lot, and we broke ties. I want to say we broke ties like with their dad. I learned how to have boundaries here, and I know I don't want to go back. Throughout our stay here, we never really considered it a shelter. It's always been home, and most importantly, it was nice to have the community setting. It's hard to be a single mom. We met weekly with the Encompass van, which is something we took a lot of advantage of because it's behavioral therapy with the mom and the kids. We had weekly parenting class, which is really nice. It was a lot of support. I feel like I've picked up a lot of skills for my tool belt, and I can take that on in life with me. I want to give my kids a good life, and I know I want to continue living healthier and continue healing. Just because I've gone through the things that I've gone through doesn't mean that I can't be successful and not just get a job, but end up doing something that I love. I am capable of a lot of things. I'm allowing myself to dream, but it's still hard. I know my year here has been a lot of work, a lot of cutting ties, but it has been one heck of a year where I can say I gained true hope, I think. Real, true hope. And I will forever be grateful for their support, their love, and their believing in me. That's one thing. I was so surprised when I came here. Like, they really believe in me. They're not just telling me. Like, you can feel it. I felt it. And they still believe in me. They always have spoken life. And that was hard for me to believe, but I know now. And that made me believe in myself. Oh man, they helped me believe in myself when I believe in myself. I'm still healing, but I believe in myself.
Okay. Let's give. Ready? There are levels for everybody. Everybody has the opportunity to give. And here they come for you right now. We can give it $10,000. You can give it $5,000, any level whatsoever. $2,500, $1,000, $500. First 25 people that give at $500 receive a beautiful glassy baby. That's the first 25 that come in at $500. And this really cool book, beautifully illustrated children's book called I Know a Bus. And it would be a book that could be one of those ones you got Goodnight Moon, or I could read this one to you. Which one? And it's going to be a favorite in your household. If you've got a little one, a grandchild, or if you've got a kid and you want to be able to read to that little kid at night, it's a beautiful book, beautifully illustrated by children, and an opportunity for you to be able to share what Mama's Hands is all about with a youngster in the family, so that they start to all of a sudden realize how God moves through people's lives. So that's a gift of $250. We've got a couple of those as well. So at $10,000, at $5,000, at $2,500, at $1,000. Those are the levels. Or you know what? We're going to just say any level. Anything you want to throw $321, whatever you want to do, it is all going to add up. We've got a very, very, we think, reasonable goal this evening. We'd love to be able to raise $50,000. If we could raise $50,000, that would be absolutely fabulous. When you start to think about how far Denny and Leslie and the rest of the staff there at Mama's Hands are able to stretch that, and you start to think, okay, I could give, like for instance, a gift of $500 will buy 5 reconditioned laptops for kids. How about that? Or if you give $1,000, you know what $1,000 would do? That'd be 30 coats. Again, it's going to be a really cold winter. 30 coats at $1,000. You could give $2,500. Now, Denny must be underneath this car because I don't know many cars that you're going to be able to run. But for $2,500, we're able to buy a car for a graduate so that they can take everything they've learned and make sure they arrive at their job. And as we talked about before, not just a job, but something that makes somebody feel like they belong, that they're part of something. That's why it is so important to be able to give at this level. Or how about at $5,000? $5,000, we're able to do 2 months of heat, that's propane heat, 2 months of heat for our House of Hope. That's at $5,000. And then a gift of $10,000. A gift of $10,000 like the Flynns were able to give. We certainly appreciate their gift of $10,000. And it's a really great story that just when things seemed to be at the worst, I think a car had broken down and they desperately needed a car at House of Hope. And Mr. Flynn showed up, just happened to be there on that day and donated another car. It was the beginning of the gifts that started coming from the Flynn family. Thank you very much. And their gift of $10,000 is certainly appreciated. So here we go. You can see the names coming by. You can see the levels coming by. And again, if it's a $10 gift or a $100 gift or a $1,000 gift, every single dollar matters. And as you can see before, that you can give $100, and that is just one more 100, and the gigantic pile of money that is eventually swept up and then turned into action and then turned into love and then changing lives. They have been changing lives at House of Hope since 1994. It starts out with just a dream that Denny has and Leslie has. God bless. By the way, Leslie, God bless you. Married to that man, everyone that knows Denny's thinking, how does she do it? Well, all you got to do is get out of the way and let Denny do what Denny does. I think that was the most beautiful thing that was said about him, that he's just full of love. So here we go, all gifts coming in. Everybody has a chance to give right now. We don't have a whole lot of time, but if you've got someone that you'd like to be able to talk to right now, you could text or call and say, could I put you down for $250? We're trying to hit our goal of $50,000. We can go way above that this evening, and you can give gifts of $10,000 or $5,000 or $1,000 or $100 or $250 at any level you want to give. Let's take that money and let's transition somebody's life. That's what you're going to do. You're going to take $100 and you're going to say, this is hope. I'm writing a check. Remember writing checks and putting down the bottom memo? The memo would be hope. The memo would be change. The memo would be transition. The memo would be God. The memo would be, I believe the future is brighter. That's right, because the work that's done at Mama's Hands. Gifts coming in at $1,000, at $500, at $250. Thank you very much, Troy, right there for your gift of $100. Thank you, Joey, for your gift as well of $1,250 at the bottom of the screen that are coming in there. Thank you very much for your gifts of $500 and $250. You can see where we are at $71,600. We've got to keep going. We'd love to be able to keep going. Don't forget, every single time you give, it is your way of saying that you believe in the future. And this COVID-19 thing, it makes everybody feel like I can't get anything done, that the future feels so uncertain. I don't know when we're going to be able to do this or do that or sit at a restaurant or spend some time with friends. You know what this is? This is certain. This is absolutely certain. This is not somebody waiting for the government to tell you when you can go play golf or play pool or sit down at a restaurant without having to walk in with a mask on. This is absolutely certain. This is $100 or $250 or $500 or $1,000 or $5,000, and you are changing a life right now, as Mama Hands has done since 1994. Think about it. You are in a long history of people. There's a whole bunch of people behind me. There's a whole bunch of people behind you. A whole bunch of people in front of us that need your help. The gifts that are coming in right now, right there. Thank you very much. William Joel Hancock, thank you. Mr. Hancock at $1,000. And there's Renee with her gift of $500. That's terrific. Or Gerald Carlson, thank you very much for your gift of $250. Call a friend, say, you know what? I'm not giving you a Christmas gift this year. I'm not going to give you a birthday gift this year. You've got everything you need. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a donation in your name of $500 or $250. This could be all your Christmas shopping right now. Rather than running all over the place trying to buy somebody a scarf or isotoner gloves, don't. I mean, if they definitely need isotoner gloves, sure. But if they don't and you can make a donation, think about what that $250 does, or the $500 or the $1,000. You will feel better about not only your life, but the lives that you're changing. So, an opportunity for you to give. We're at $73,000. The money keeps coming in. A couple things we want to talk about right now. One, the Silent will be open until 10 o'clock tonight. Silent's open till 10. That's important for you. And there's a couple of items in there. One in particular that is so big and so huge and so amazing. Normally it wouldn't be in a Silent, but we sort of snuck it in there for you just to keep your eye open on it. And that is an opportunity for you to go to Bhutan. This is the Himalayan Getaway. 5 nights, 5-star hotel. This is described as a life-changing experience. This is a Buddhist country. It is calm everywhere you go. It was closed to everyone until the 1970s. So if you have friends that have been to certain places, but you have never ever been to Bhutan, this is an opportunity for a 5-night. You are in an absolutely gorgeous part of the world. You will want to be there for 3 months. But your 5 nights are full and they're luxurious in a 5-star hotel. Again, described as a life-changing experience. Get ready to find your center and be a part of a Buddhist community right there for you. It's in the silent auction. It's sneaking, it's waiting for you. And if you're in there bidding on it, it's open till 10 o'clock. That's what's happening in the Silent. But more importantly, right now, with the fund to need, as the dollars keep coming in, and this is your opportunity to give. And if you've been waiting to give, and you're waiting to think, oh, how much money do I want to give? Even $250, or $500, or $1,000, every single dollar matters. Every single dollar matters. With the few minutes we have ticking down right now, if you've already contacted a friend and told them, don't count on a Christmas gift, not a Hanukkah gift, nothing coming to you from me this year, I'm going to give to Mama's Hands. And if you've been giving for years, if you're like the Smiths, if like Jim that gave as well, and all the sponsors that gave, thank you for the traditional giving that you have, part of Mama's Hands. I remember one time my dad was like the only auction my dad ever went to Mama's Hands, sat there in the back with my kids. I have a picture of him with my kids. And he said to me, and I think he gave $500 or something. I said, Dad, that's really something, because he doesn't even know Mama's Hands. And he said to me, hey, that person that got up and gave that speech, it's my imitation of my dad, that person got dealt a bad hand in life. What's $500? I mean, they're going to do good things with it. And I remember him writing a check where he's trying to give money, and I'm like, Dad, just break out the old credit card. And let me tell you something, my father, God love him, was a cheap man, so that's pretty good. He was deeply moved by Mama's Hands. If you, in the final minutes here, are still debating whether or not you'd like to give, do it. I'm telling you right now, you'll change someone's world. And by changing one person's world, you change all of our worlds. You are making sure that you believe in hope and optimism. And again, in a world of uncertainty with this whole COVID thing, one thing is for sure, Mama's Hands never, ever gives up on anyone. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right. We've hit the goal. In fact, we've gone well above it. You can keep giving. Please keep giving. We'd love to be able to surprise you with the numbers. In fact, watch your emails, because on Monday, we're going to be able to send it out to everybody and tell you how much money was raised this evening. So in about 45 minutes, we were able to hit our goal and keep on going. Don't forget about the Silent being open. The Silent is open until 10 o'clock this evening. So that is important for everybody to remember. And you can tell your friends to head over to the Silent and pick up a couple of items. Thanks to everybody that helped procure the items. Thanks to our sponsors for the continued support of Mama's Hands. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Denny. Thank God. Bye-bye, everybody. My name is John Curley. Have yourself a fabulous evening, and thanks for being part of this historic evening. Good night.
I know a bus. It is a very special bus. It carries people just like most buses. But the people on this bus are different. The people on this bus aren't going to school. They aren't going on vacation or to a game. In fact, they aren't really going anywhere. When the trip is over, they will be right back where they started. But when they return, something is different. And everyone is smiling. This bus is magic. Sometimes the bus goes to the city. Sometimes the bus goes to the country. Wherever this bus goes, people are smiling. People gather around. They eat yummy food. They say thank you for the blankets and coats. They get to talk to their moms and dads. Sometimes they are so happy they cry. And lots of times, if the people really want to go home, the bus driver will help them. Everybody loves this bus. It has a red heart painted on the outside. But the real heart of the bus is the people inside. They help people's dreams come true. They help put broken families back together. I wish you could all ride in this bus. I want you to know for yourself how special it is. You will feel the love of Mama's hands. You will see the happy people. You might even cry yourself.